So you guys are on the road for the next 5 hours at this point. You all take shifts driving and sleeping. It is about 2 a.m. in the morning when you all roll into Anderson, Missouri. Haney is looking at the map, and he's looking at the address that he had pulled out and written down. And he's looking hard at the map, and he's been navigator the whole time. The man's he is good to go. He looks around when you guys are slowly moving through this town, and he says, let me roll a d4 -1. Scott, you're driving. Haney says, turn here. Turn here. And the path that he's taking you on, it's still within the boundaries of Anderson, but it's out of the town proper. And you go down a dirt path and kind of up a hill a little bit, and there is forest around you, but it's dark otherwise. From a distance, sort of winding up, you can see this house sitting by itself. It's white paint, 2-story house. How are you approaching this? What are you doing?
I'm gonna cut the headlights real quick. I'm gonna keep the engine running. I'm gonna just start I'm gonna pause in the drive. Sit there for, 5-10 minutes, however long it takes for my eyes to readjust. And then start slowly creeping up.
Okay.
About how far away are we? At this point from the house?
I'm going to say, because I don't know meters, I'm sorry. We're going to say it's about 300 feet.
That'd be about 90 meters and change. Yeah, 190 to 100 meters and change. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to just rest my head on the steering wheel, because I've been driving probably for the past 2 hours.
But now's the time to formulate a plan to do whatever the hell you need to do.
Scott, what was in that book?
I didn't get to take a good look at it. It was a bunch of back and forth between this horseback jack, whoever the fuck that's supposed to be, and a bunch of bullshit about, Indian stuff. Talking about cannibalistic rituals. It's gnarly stuff, but I couldn't tell you rightfully what is and isn't in there. I didn't get enough time to look at it.
Any clues to whatever this guy is?
All I know is from what I saw back there. And if we want to go by just, cowboy hearsay, there was talking there about rituals, people changing their shape, being able to turn themselves into animals. It's your typical woo-woo shit, but from what I saw back there, there's something to it. As far as what to do to kill him, no, nothing about silver bullets or, any sort of magic charms. Only thing is, we know he can bleed, and he hurts him when he gets shot. So, that's the best I got.
So, what is he, a fucking werewolf or some shit?
I don't know. If I knew, I'd tell you.
Jesus fucking Christ. How do you kill a fucking
Harley's
werewolf?
gonna say...
Someone wake up Kimble.
Thinking about it, which is what brought me to your all's group's attention. I'm not sure if I saw something similar to this a year ago or not, but I saw something that wasn't rightly a human. But I don't think it is whatever. I mean, you say you saw he changed form? He just looked like a man that could just leap and run into the dirt.
No. When he got shot back there, off the bull, I saw it. It was just for a second. But I'm telling you, his face changed. It turned into... only way I could say is that it looked like a fucked up dog face. But he's not a werewolf, I can tell you that much.
Harley's gonna roll a sanity
roll. I don't know what he is.
Meanwhile, Vince is handing out the guns. He takes a shotgun for himself. Scott and Eddie, you both get one of those hunting rifles.
Do we know if he's here already?
You don't know. You all are still in the car.
My thought is, if he isn't, then Kimble can definitely go in and try to help extract the family or kidnap the son. But I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine sitting out.
I don't think that Eddie would be mad at you if you sat
No,
in the car.
I'm thinking he'll sit in the car. I'm saying that if you guys want to kidnap the kid and bring him into the car, I can definitely help restrain him.
Harley says, so what's the plan? I'll follow your guys' lead.
Well, first of all, did you bring a fucking gun, or do you only have your... He just points at the revolver.
I only have my revolver because my Uzi is back in my car in Kansas.
Wonderful. There you go, and he hands him a shotgun. The last, actually.
All right, so you two got rifles. I got a shotgun. You got a shotgun. What are y'all's names?
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna look at him and go like... First you didn't want him, now you want him, or what? You made up nicknames, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are they?
Points to you, Vince. You're a pretty boy. Points to Scott. Glasses. Points to Kimble. Stretch. Points to Eddie. Soldier boy.
I think Vince just gives him a very disapproving look, then sighs and goes, yeah, let's use them then.
All right. Well, Stretch, given what I just saw of you back there, I presume you're going to stay here.
Yeah, I'll be the getaway driver, I suppose.
He reaches into his shirt pocket. He pulls out a little notebook and he tears off a piece of paper and hands it back to whoever is to Eddie or to Vince, who would be in the back seats, and says, "Give that to Stretch. Stretch, I don't know what is going to happen, if anything is going to happen, but if none of us come out of this, you're to call that number and you're to let them know something's gone wrong or something has happened."
All right.
So, I don't know what this place looks like. I couldn't find that much out. I did a lot of phone calls during the day to at least figure out where Spencer's family lives. So, I can only surmise that he would have to be here.
So, maybe, and Vince just looks at everyone up. Should we start by scanning everything here?
That was going to be my idea, is that we take it slow. Try to scope the area before we do anything rash.
Alright, let me go out first. I'll come back. If I don't come back in 10 minutes, come find me.
You want to go alone, or...?
I'm gonna go alone.
Okay.
I was going to... DM question. Would it be possible... Is there enough room on either side of this dirt path to kind of move the truck off? Just so it would be slightly less visible? Okay.
So, here's what I'm going to say is going to happen. The four of you remain in the car while Eddie gets out with one of the hunting rifles. I'm going to take your military science land into account, Eddie, but I want you to roll me a search roll as you are moving up the dirt path closer to the house.
By the way, Vince will probably... He'll stay by the car, but he wants to be outside, in case he hears anything.
Success 49 under 6.
So as you're moving up and you can see the house, you're not getting closer to it, but I mean you are getting closer to it, but you're not right up at it. There's a field kind of surrounding it, and there's tall grass that looks like it's been grown up, but it's at a manageable height. There's also a tree that looks like you can climb. Looks like it would have a pretty good vantage point inside of the house. Give me an alertness roll now that you're up here.
Success 36 under 61.
You can kind of see a little bit of the dirt track going through this field. You can see parts of the grass pushed down, and some of it's taller than the others, but you can see a dirt mound from where you are. It's over to the left, and this tree is also over to the left as well. There appears to be one light on in the house as well, but the upstairs is dark, but there is moonlight overhead. And so, I mean, you could turn on the lights in the house if you guys were to go in there, but depending on your approach, I mean, you would probably have some moonlight that would help you, but it's all in what you guys would want to do. But that's really the only things of note that you see. You do see also a car and a truck parked out front by some stairs that lead up a porch.
Are they on?
The vehicles? No.
Okay. No lights on outside the house?
There's a porch light that's on, and one light on in the house that's on the first floor that looks like it's further back. But other than that, no.
Have I scoped the entire perimeter?
Yeah, there is. I mean, there's also another tree in the back, but it doesn't look like it would it doesn't provide a good overview of the house. Like the other tree, from what you could see, there's a bunch of windows that are on the left side of the house, and if you were to get up in that tree, for example, you could have a good firing position if need be. You could see in for the windows, but like obviously it would only have to be when people are moving in front of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait a minute and just watch the windows, see if I see any movement.
Okay. You stand there for about 2-3 minutes. You don't see any movement.
Okay, I'm gonna head back.
Okay.
So climb back down and make my way back. Tell them all that I saw, and I'm just gonna say, I think we're clear to go.
All right.
Are we doing this?
We're doing this.
Yeah. What other options do we have other than to sit here with a thumbs up our ass?
Harley gets out of the ram charger with his shotgun in hand.
Actually, another DM question. Do these hunting rifles have slings on them?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Scott's gonna kind of adjust the sling so that he could quickly, since he still doesn't have a proper holster for his revolver, he's gonna position the sling and just make it easier to do a quick draw from his waistband.
Are these like Remingtons?
Yeah.
Yeah, like bolt-action hunting rifles, yeah.
What kind of shotguns are those again? Are they double barrel or?
They're also Remingtons. The man has a particular liking, and you guys have your sidearms and everything. Who's leading the way?
I was gonna let Eddie do that.
Yeah, I'll just take the lead.
Okay, marching order after that?
Well, Scott would probably be the next one up. The thing right now, I want to put this monster down more than anything else, so...
Is there a back door?
There was a back door, yes. There was a front and a back door,
Okay.
actually. Forgot to mention that, sorry.
So, 2 at the front, 2 at the back. Shotgun breaching ground. Oh, we probably don't have breaching
Nope.
rounds, but just shoot out the fucking lock.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you guys, like, approaching quietly? Like, being loud? Like, what's the approach?
I
I think we go on loud.
I mean, you're the one taking point, so you're gonna set the tone for everyone else.
So, Eddie's gonna tell the team, me and Scott take the front porch. Vince, Haney, you take the back.
You got it, soldier boy. Let's do this.
All right.
So, Eddie and Scott, you move up to the front porch. The thing of it is that you have the intent of going in loud, but the front door is already cracked open a little bit. There's a trail of blood running down the hallway through the foyer,
Oh, fucking hell.
leading to what looks to be a kitchen. For Vince and Harley, they're going in for the back door, which is, in fact, by the kitchen. The lights are off back in the kitchen area. The only way you guys saw the blood trail was because of the front porch light illuminating into the house a little bit. And the light that you saw initially, Eddie, is not in the kitchen. It's like a side room off to the left. But yeah, there is a long bloody streak leading back towards the kitchen. And there's a set of stairs that lead up, and the blood trail looks like it's going up. Vince and Harley, though. Harley tries the door, and it's unlocked. And you guys have the intent of moving in quickly, but then Harley's leading you, Vince, and Harley just gasps, and he stops and he holds a hand out, and he just points. You need to roll sanity for violence. He needs to roll sanity for
fucking
violence.
25 under 73.
Oh, so he failed that sand check. Vince, you lose 1 due to violence. Okay. He loses 3 sanity.
So, do I get a check mark towards adaption?
Yeah, you get a check.
Wonderful. Thank you.
So, before you, Vince, sitting at the dining room table, slumped backwards in the chair, is a dead woman. And her head is almost completely ripped off. But it's still just like barely hanging on. And like her esophagus is kind of like sticking out a little bit. And there's just blood everywhere. With the moonlight kind of coming in, you can see a blood trail leading towards the front of the house and whatnot. Everyone give me an alertness roll.
Oh boy.
Me as well.
No, not you. You're not here. Sorry.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Scott failed. 69. Nice. Over 51.
79 over 61.
Oh, hell yeah. We're getting killed, brother.
Vince has a 31 under
And
84.
Harley failed. Vince, you strain to listen. You think you hear faint voices coming from upstairs, but you can't really make out what's being said.
Do I see the others?
You're moving in and you do make eye contact and you see each other.
I point with one of my fingers. I just point upwards and I do the little talking hand sign, and probably then point to my right and just do the cut neck sign.
What do you guys do?
I'd probably gesture, since they have the shotguns, and I would imagine this house is not that big. It's probably tight, pretty
A
close.
little bit, yeah. Like at least on this bottom floor it is.
Yeah. I will gesture at Vince and Haney, since they're the ones with the shotguns, to kind of move in and go, start covering, going up the stairs, gesturing that I will cover them.
Ooh, okay. So I feel like this may be a group stealth roll if we're trying to be quiet here, or are we trying to do explosive movement?
Probably at this point, since we talked about going in loud, just to balls to the wall, get up there as quick as we can
I think this guy probably knows we're already here.
before more people die.
Okay, so your guys just are gonna move up quick then. Okay. The stairs are wooden stairs.
Vince wants to take point with his shotgun.
All right, so you all move up the stairs quick with purpose. Vince going first, Haney right behind him, and then Scott and Eddie behind. Vince, you get to the top of the stairs, and you can hear the words being said now. Clumps of hair, clumps of hair, clumps of hair. Oh, it's so good to be home. It's so good to be home. No. This is not home. Home is with the DeMontes. Home is south. No, this is home. No. Spencer, you are Spencer. And you go into the bathroom, because that's where the voices lead you. And you see Spencer, illuminated by the moonlight, sitting in the bathtub with what looks to be a scalp in his hands. And you see the body of a small child opposite him inside the tub, missing the top of its head. And you're first in to see this. Harley's right behind you. I need you to roll sanity for the unnatural.
Success. 28 under 72.
Ooh, shit. That's not good for... That's not... So, yeah, you lose 1 from the unnatural for just the whole scene.
That's okay. That's so okay for me.
And I have to roll a d6 for Haney.
Oh, no.
How about Eddie and I?
He rolled a 5, but I'm going to have him project actually onto his wife. He rolled a 3. Yeah, actually all of you roll sanity.
Gotcha. I was just about to question. Okay.
I rolled 81 over 51, failure. Oh, 55, failure.
Okay. Scott succeeded 5 under 57.
You lose 1, Scott, and are you going to project Eddie, or are you going to just lose 3?
This time I'll just lose 3.
Okay. He's just sitting
Shit.
there. He looks up at you all.
Yeah, I shoot.
And does he look human, or does he have his
Well, as
ghoul
soon as
face?
Vince shoots, he transforms.
Fuck.
And that actually is going to be another sand roll.
Yeah.
This one's going to be
I'm
worse.
sorry, guys.
Is this from... The first one was from violence?
The whole, I mean... Actually, yeah,
So,
the first
yeah,
one was
this
from
was
violence,
violence.
but yeah. This is going to be from the unnatural.
If the first one's from violence, I think I'll actually try and project it.
Okay.
Okay, only 1.
Eddie loses 1 off a bond, 1 willpower, and 2 sanity.
I'm taking another off my girlfriend.
Okay. So I need to roll sanity for what's his face. Wow. Haney actually succeeded on his sand roll.
49 under 56 that is my roll for the transformation.
You lose 1 sanity.
Okay, so I'm down to 55. Got it.
Haney also only loses 1. He says under his breath, I fucking knew it was one of those. The other 2 of you roll me a d8 for just witnessing the transformation happen.
Ruh.
Failure 54 over 53. That last roll fucked me.
Oh, shit.
Read it. Both of you read it. Because holy
Without
shit.
even fucking knowing if I hit him, I lose 8.
Do you want to project?
I mean, I have to.
I rolled a 1 on my d8. We good?
So, you projected, Vince. You rolled an 8 for that sand loss. You projected and rolled a 1. So you lose 1 willpower, 1 off a bond, which is your only bond, and 7 sanity. As for Eddie, you only lost 1 sand. I feel like, Vince, since you're first up, I think your only response is to fight. Unless you got something else in mind.
I'm having a shotgun firing shot, so that gives me a plus 20 because he's obviously in range. Which means that's a 65 under 70.
Roll me 2d8.
Now see me do 2 damage. Oh no, that's a bit better.
Hell
that's
yeah.
14.
Oh, man.
I think there's nothing. He just fires, and the moment the bullets hit and he does this whole transformation thing, Vince just blanks and starts getting jittery, but there's only one thing. Like, he shot him, he probably bleeds. There's only one thing he can do now, and he goes into his fight mode.
Yeah. So you fire the shotgun and pump the slide. It is deafening in this hallway up here with all of you, with Vince in the doorway, and everybody just kind of scattered around back behind you. But, I mean, you hit him. He transforms, but he also, like, he's lunging. He bursts through the wall next to you.
God damn.
Into the hallway. That's what he's going to do. I need to roll real quick to see if he actually can succeed on that. Holy shit. He does burst through the wall, but he overcalculated his momentum, and he, instead of, like, ramming into one of you all, he rams into a wall. So now he's out there. Like, the tub broke, the scalp is on the floor. Scott, it's your turn.
Okay. I am gonna try to shoot this guy with the rifle if I can.
Go for it.
100. Would you say this is point blank range or no?
This will be close quarters. Obviously, I mean, there's a scope on the rifle, which using that would just fuck you up even more.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't even be using that. It'd be actually just more or less whipping it to my shoulder and trying to aim down the barrel.
Yeah. Go ahead, roll firearms.
Okay, just flat.
Yes.
Success. 5 under 60.
The crack of the rifle goes off. Roll me damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Meanwhile, down at the ram charger, Dr. Kimble hears this fusillade from inside the house. 11 points of damage. 5 armor piercing.
It's lucky for you because he goes to turn around and correct his momentum, and he sees you with the rifle raised. But also you can see now in the moonlight that's bleeding through the windows in all directions, there's a noticeable wound in his head, which is from yesterday at this point, from when he got shot in the head at the fairgrounds.
Oh.
You fire, and you blow his fucking head off.
Oh.
And he falls back down dead. Haney, for his part, is just like, holy shit. Holy shit. He moves so fucking fast. Holy shit. And he's standing there with his shotgun raised, but now that he sees that Scott blew its head off, Vince, I mean, you're still in kind of a fight mode. You see that it's dead, but you're, like, enraged. What would that look like right now?
He's probably just throwing the shotgun to the ground and rushing besides all of the others. He's going for that gasoline.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So, Kimble.
Yeah.
Running down the dirt path, you see Vince heading towards the vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, Kimble's, been sitting in the driver's seat.
You heard gunshots.
Yeah. He's been sitting in the driver's seat, like, thumbing through the journal, and he looks up and sees Vince.
Did Scott leave that behind?
I would have left it behind. Yeah, I'm not going to take it in with me just in case.
Okay.
So he's thumbing through it, looks up and sees Vince, and just reaches over and presses the unlock button.
I think without even, like, taking notice of you, you just see he's in his little maniac zone. And he just paces to the back, grabs the canister with all of the gasoline, and then just turns around and goes back into the house.
Cool. And shrugs a little bit and goes back to reading.
Eddie is going to move up to the beast. He's going to put the rifle barrel against its chest and just fire another one.
I'm going to nod. Good call. I'm going to tell him once he's done shooting, all right, stand back. I got to do something real quick. And I'm going to take my Polaroid camera and I'm going to position myself over the body and real quick just take a picture.
And you do that.
I'm just going to look at him and say, nice shot.
It was lucky. It was damn lucky.
By the way, the three of you, roll me a 1d8.
Woo!
Got a 1.
You regain 1 sanity.
Oh wait, that also includes me. Yeah, okay.
You regain 6 sanity, Vince.
Bless. He just had 1 break, which means his checkmark for violence is gone again.
Scott, you regain 4 sanity.
Yep, I got marked.
Kimble, you didn't You didn't really see him transform, and you weren't there, so unfortunately you don't.
I think it makes sense, and also he didn't have to see the dead bodies. So Kimble is literally just like sitting pretty in the car.
I'm going to say that Eddie does a sweep of the house, if that's okay, Mike.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
In other rooms up here, you find the rest of the family. And, oh yeah, you would need to make a sanity roll because you are seeing, like, the rest of this. But it's not as bad, so give me a sand roll, Eddie.
Success. 50, under 53.
You lose nothing. They aren't as badly mangled. They just have some slashes across their throats. None are, like, brutally, like, beheaded or scalped or anything like that, so it's not as bad.
I don't lose my check mark for violence, right?
I mean, you didn't lose your shit seeing, you didn't have a break. It's incidents of sand loss without going insane, which I did. It's fun time. Yeah. Also, I think Vince at this point is back in the house, just dousing the corpse in gasoline.
Eddie's gonna go through their wallets.
Oh, for real? Give me a search roll, Eddie, for the house.
Hey, that's how we're gonna spin it. Robbery gone wrong.
Success 27, under 60.
While Vince is dousing the body in gasoline, which, Vince, that won't take a lot to set the whole house on fire. Eddie, you go into one of the bedrooms, and you find a lockbox in a closet, and you open it up. There's $3,000 in there.
I'm gonna shove it all in my pants.
Okay.
Eddie's gonna do some other things while he's around the house. I am just going to throw all of the furniture around and onto the floor. I have the intent of making this look like a robbery gone wrong.
Okay, I'll frame it like this. You think that that's what it would take to make it look like that? Because you don't have anything in criminology. So you think that's what this should look like? Oh yeah, throw it around and whatnot. The thing that's going to be harder to explain are when the corpses are eventually found and a child has been scalped and this monstrous thing is in here. But you're hoping, Vince, that with enough gasoline, it'll burn down.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, bones don't burn down, but that doesn't matter since the scalp is just flesh and hair, right?
Haney, for his part, left and went back to the Ram Charger with Kimble. Kimble, you see Haney appear. The shotgun is, like, down by his side. He's not, like, dragging it along the ground, but, like, he's just walking in a stupor. And he gets in the passenger seat, shuts the door, and begins unloading the shotgun slowly. And he just says, "Stretch?"
Yeah.
"I envy you."
Yeah, I'd envy me if I was in your position too.
So, we're gonna say that unless there was more you wanted to do besides throwing furniture around.
Yeah. How human does this thing look like below the weight, the neck level?
It doesn't.
Doesn't? Okay.
It's completely monstrous.
Yep.
Is it like... Okay, no. Where's the nearest window?
I mean, there's lots of windows on the left side of the house. Why?
In the room with the body in it.
Oh, no, he's in the hallway.
It's in the hallway.
So you'd have to drag him to another room. And he's quite large.
All right.
And he's now covered in gasoline, too, so...
Yes, and that means you would be covered in gasoline.
While you're throwing gasoline on it, I'm just gonna say, like, we can't leave this fucking thing here. They're gonna see that this thing's fucked up corpse. How is the group gonna explain that? We gotta get it out of here.
Well, it sounds like their fucking problem, not ours.
Wait, Max, can I kind of roll to see if Vince snaps out of his thing because he's still in fight mode?
I'm gonna say that you do.
Okay, so he's standing there still pouring, and then he pauses for a moment, just looks at you, looks at the body, and says, "So what should we do? Drive him around with us and just drop him into the fucking sea?"
It's better than it being found here. The burning the house down is a distraction from this thing.
I get where you're coming from, but I'm not gonna put that thing back in the Ram Charger. I don't think we can drag it out into the woods. Our best case scenario is just letting it burn down with the house, unless, who knows who heard those gunshots, alright? It's not like we just opened up like it was the middle of the fucking NAM right here in the house, which I'm sure you're well aware of.
Okay, it's...
Who knows who heard that? We needed to be gone yesterday.
It's dark. There's not a lot of cars on the road.
I mean, it is 2:30 in the morning, and a lot of gunshots did go off. I mean, that is still unusual. Granted, The house is...
They are isolated.
Yeah, you're isolated. Thank you. That, yes.
Okay, so listen, what the fuck are they gonna do? Yeah, they're gonna have a weird corpse, a few bones longer than others. Who cares?
Look, all I'm saying is, we have the cover of darkness. We're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Throw this thing out the window, get it onto the roof, tie it up, make it look like a deer, and drive it into the middle of nowhere to bury it.
It looks way too fucking humanoid to be a deer.
Put it on the roof of the... Are you...
We're gonna be driving too fast for anyone to notice.
Okay, look. We need to be gone yesterday, okay? I'm going back to the Ram Charger. If you two want to drag this thing out and throw it in the bed...
Maybe
fine.
They have a tarp or a bed sheet
I think
we can
Vince
cover
just
it with.
lights like a little match.
Yeah. Solve. In the argument for us.
I was about to make a
he's
roll
like,
if you guys didn't come to a decision about
We don't
something.
have the fucking time. Let them discover this weird fucking corpse. For all our sake. He's dead. He's not gonna hurt anyone.
Fuck it. And he's just gonna leave.
We did our jobs.
He's gonna start walking down the stairs.
Oh, it's gonna be fun seeing all of us again.
Yeah, all of you rush down the stairs as Vince drops the match on top of the Dixon thing's corpse, and it lights up, and the house soon becomes lit up. Kimble, for your part, you see smoke is rising and flames are starting to engulf the house, and Haney says, "We need to stop at a payphone or something when we get far enough away."
Okay. And he turns the key in the car to start it up as the three exit the burning building.
Yeah, the three of you pile
Now, here's
back.
a DM question.
Yes.
Are we covered in blood at all from any of this? From like the clothes, like did we get splattered at all when we shot it, or when I blew its head off?
1 second.
All right.
Yeah, so as the three of you get back down to the Ram Charger, Scott, you take a look at yourself for the first time since all this. You are covered in blood.
Okay. I will casually just rip my old shirt off. You get to see that. Actually, you notice that Scott, skinny guy, but he's got that, a lot of lean, wiry muscle under that oversized shirt of his.
Hell yeah.
Fuck it. I don't care. This is my old cowboy shit. I'll just rip my shirt off. Are my pants bloody too?
Yeah.
Everything. Okay. I'll just, as we walk outside, as the house burns behind us, I'm going to pause and start just taking all my clothes off. Strip down to my undies.
And do what with them?
Toss them back into the burning house.
Okay.
Everything, pants, belt, everything.
Okay. Yeah. You are in your underwear at this point.
Yep. And, I'd imagine my old clothes are back in the Ram Charger somewhere.
Yes, they are.
I think the rest of us probably does the same. We just follow your lead because all of us bought like shit at a cowboy store.
Oh, that's a good point. I forgot about that. Yeah, you are still wearing all that.
Yeah, we're all dripped out.
Yeah.
We're still dripped out.
All that is gone now.
Country style.
Just to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
And as we get back to the Ram Charger, Vince, just before changing into his old clothes, leans over it and says, "Dog, wanna get rid of those, your wonderful attire?"
I'm not covered in viscera. And he just adjusts the cowboy hat in his head. Says, "Get in the goddamn car."
Yep.
Fair enough.
Who's driving?
I am currently in the driver's seat, so Kimble will drive.
That's right. You hadn't moved.
You rip off the shirt and throw it in, and I'm next to you. I got my rifle in hand. See that my American flag, buttoned up sole, covered in blood after I shot that fucking thing twice. I take it off, I throw it into the house, and I'm just getting flashbacks from the burning house, from the gunshots, from the mutilated corpses, from the dead children and scalps. Everything's coming back to me. I could hear the helicopters.
There's a brief
ahead.
image of your mind of you holding M16 firing into a hut in the jungles of Vietnam.
And throwing in a grenade.
Yeah, it blows up and you see limbs fly out with the debris of the house. It all kind of flashes back through your mind as you all get into the Ram Charger and you quickly speed away from this area. Kimble, you follow the directions that Haney gives you to lead you out of Anderson to the next town over. And as you get into the next town over, he says, "Payphone, pull over. Need to make a call." And he gets out, reaches into his pocket, takes out a quarter, puts it in, and he has a conversation that you think lasts maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and he comes back and he says, orders are to find a hotel and then to get you boys out of here. I'll be taking the charger after I drop you all off at an airport tomorrow morning. I gotta drive back to Kansas, somehow get my own vehicle from the fairgrounds. But I told your group's representative the location. They said they'll send someone out here to run interference in case anybody wants to look too closely. Man I've come to know as Carradine, at least that's what he told me to call him. He said, job well done, and let's get going. Let's get you guys a place to stay and get yourselves rested up, get away from all this, and yeah. Stretch, drive on.
Make sure you bring some muffins tomorrow.
And I think that's where we're going to end Operation Stonefall.